The smart people in the world keep telling us, don't believe what you see with your eyes. You believe what we tell you saw. But you and I think we may be dummies, but we know what we saw with our eyes.
I can't believe we just saw Heather Smith. That's what I can't believe with my own two eyes. Heather Smith
They're going to tell us we didn't see her.
outdoors.
Yeah, they're going to tell us we didn't see her, though. Welcome, Heather.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that. You didn't see me here.
There we go again. Same old story.
I've never seen her not in the outdoors, fishing somewhere, in some exotic location, on a cable show somewhere or hunting somewhere. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen you in a setting outside the outdoors, my friend.
Yeah, I'm in the living room. But if it makes you feel better, look, there's a mahi right there, right above me in the back.
That must have been quite a catch.
Right next to the Christmas tree.
Yeah, that is. I always have I'm sorry, it's over here. I have a little. I keep a little one with a bunch of crankbaits on there, lipless rattles, and some spinners.
Awesome.
We're so excited to talk to you.
You carry it on your boat sometimes, the hood ornament, and it's convenient to grab baits.
What now?
Do you ever carry it on the front of your boat so it's convenient to grab your baits?
Oh, the Christmas trees? No, It's something about, I'm sure when the wind picks up, it's probably going to take off half your face.
Yeah, that's true.
Treble hooks and wind don't work out.
You have been just everywhere, Heather, from Naked and Afraid, season 15. And I'm surprised we still have you with us, walking the earth after that, but you did it again to our amazement. Castaways, you were on that. And sounds like you have some to go.
I do. So I've got some new exciting projects that I'm coming up with. We're planning on doing next year. Both obviously Naked and Afraid challenges were extremely difficult. I think more daunting each time. And now I'm going back down to the Pacific side. This time I'm actually going to have my clothes on. That makes me feel better. And myself and Ashley Jones from the Swamp People and Ivana Williams, she is a sharpshooter from Mississippi. We're all heading down to Guatemala to go offshore fishing for a week here next month.
I saw that. I was excited by that.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So
here, for example, she is pulling in an enormous crappie from somewhere.
What are you catching?
No.
What are you catching there?
Yellowfin tuna.
All right.
Same thing. Look, here she is. She's shot the ugliest horse I've ever seen in this scene.
Yeah, you think he's
that's a red sky.
You should see him at a Sporting Clays event. He
really?
does think that. Yeah.
We're going to need you to bring you to the petting zoo just to get you into baby steps like primary colors here.
Good call. Good call.
I've never shot anything like a dove that flies across this way. It's got to be like a quail to go out. It's unfair what doves do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my favorite. I love it.
What is your favorite? I mean, would you hunt only if you could? Would you fish only? What is your favorite outdoors?
I like to eat. So whatever means necessary it's going to take to procure that meal, it's going to be fishing or hunting. When people ask me what my favorite thing is, I can tell you that fishing, as far as fishing goes, my very favorite fishing is offshore fishing. Bass fishing, on obviously freshwater bass fishing, that's my comfort food. That's kind of like my chicken and dumplings, right? And of fishing. And my offshore, that's my adrenaline rush. That's my wild roller coaster rides, super excitement. And it's a nice long fight. And then your inshore fishing is, to me, that's redfish. That's tradition. That's something you do with your family and friends. And that's like a leisure thing that you're making memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about hunting? Would you rather wing shoot or a big game?
I like big game. I also like gator hunting. I'm big into gator. I really like to go get frogs too. So we do a lot. My youngest They demand frog legs every year, so we have to go out and we snatch them up by hand out of a John boat. I like big game, scimitar oryx. I've got a scimitar oryx before, axis, whitetail. Got a couple of gators this season. Planning on knocking down a couple pythons next year. But doing the rattlesnake roundup as well. We've got a helicopter hog hunt I'm doing, and then I do the Nutra rodeo, which is we shoot Nutra rats from airboats, and then I cook them up.
Wow, awesome! That is cool. Good for you, man. Everybody would like to beat you, but if they're male and they can't beat you, they'd like to date you. I mean, you must be overrun with contacts all over the internet.
Yeah, well, that would be if I answered them back. Yeah. So,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I just focus on my kids. I mean, I really don't like, I've mentioned before, I have 2 little girls. So, I have no time to date. I'm trying to keep up with their sports schedules. They're trying to tell me I've got practice 1 minute, cheerleading the next day, and then they got something else I got to buy cupcakes for. I don't have time for anything.
No, but just teach them what you know, because everybody's waiting on young women with a love for the things that are important, like you have. Good for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I bring the littles go with me. When I do my training for Naked and Afraid, I go to survival training. I originally am certified from Northwest Survival School up in Washington State, and I went there 2 different times. I've trained also with Tom Brown, the world famous tracker. His protege Bill is actually one of my coaches as well. I spent 3 weeks with him in Montana this summer training with the littles, and I bring the littles with me everywhere we go. And you'll see in some of the pictures on my media where the littles are right there next to me, and I'm building traps, and I call them my apocalypse partners, so because if things going to go crazy, right, they're going to be the ones that are with me. And, if things do go awry and one of us get hurt, they're going to have to know what to do. So they're my little apocalypse partners. That's what I call the little training. So it's fun.
You're a little prepper. We didn't know. We had no idea.
Well,
I'm a prepper without prepping.
Yeah.
That's
good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super excited about these new projects. Can you tell us any more? I know some of these details are not to be released just yet, typically. So tell us all you can about how we can see you on these new. Of course, you'll see us. We'll see more of your hunts. Hopefully, even your fishing trip in Guatemala on our YouTube page, Dos Dummies YouTube page. But in addition to that, how much can you tell us about where we can see you in these new projects you're doing?
I've got some new stuff coming out and some stuff I really can't disclose, but you're not going to miss it. And so I promise. And then I start filming for something, like I said, next month. And we will consistently be putting on Heather Smith Outdoors on my social media. It's going to be on Ivana's social media. I think Ashley Jones, she's going to be putting on her social media. So all of us will have, Heather Smith Outdoors, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, Instagram, YouTube. Ivana Williams Armory, Ashley Deadeye Jones. We'll all be putting up stuff on our social media, as well as the Pursuit channel. That's the new one we'll be airing at the end of next year on the Pursuit channel. And then I've also been asked to do a role in a movie, but that's something that I don't want to go into details about yet. But I'm also fishing with the Hogfin professional offshore team, the pro team. So I will be fishing Big Rock, the Kelly Wagner, the White Marlin Open, and Tiki Lee's with them next year as well. And all of that will be on Hogfin, or you can follow on the Big Rock apps and watch us in action.
Are more people falling in love with the outdoors, falling in love with hunting, fishing than before? It makes me wonder what's going on. Look at you with 135,000 followers on your Facebook page. And it just makes me think maybe there's a return to those ways or something. What do you think?
I believe so. I believe I have the numbers that'll back that up too. 135,000 followers is what I have right now, but I know my reach is about 15.1 to 15.2 million people every 28 days. That fluctuates, right?
Oh, yeah.
But going back to, and that's just on Facebook. I still have followers on everything else. If we go back to 2020 when the plague hit, right?
Yeah.
When everything happened, The fishing industry alone, this is not including the hunting industry. The fishing industry alone had 10 million new individuals enter the fishing industry. People that had never fished before, or people that maybe had done it as a child once or twice.
Yeah.
We saw a 300% increase in women alone. So fishing was one of the only things that many governors allowed people to do. Groceries, the price of groceries has went through the roof. Something that's probably a little taboo, people don't want to mention. People are tired of GMOs, and we're starting to see a lot of health issues with people. So people are trying to get a little bit more organic, less fast foody, a little bit more health conscious. And the best way to do that is harvest to table.
Absolutely. You're speaking our language there, Heather. Good for you. We're big in all natural too.
Yeah.
And by the way, during
Yeah.
COVID, and in Texas, we weren't shut down that long, but when my grandkids were out of school, my son caught 4 bass on Rayburn over 9 pounds. So it
Wow.
was a great time. Yeah. Nice to just fish
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
So,
I was out there. We were whacking them. It was nice.
Yes, it was. Good for you. Good for you.
Heather, you're amazing.
Yes,
You're
you
amazing,
you.
and we appreciate you so much. And can't wait to see all these new things you're doing. We appreciate you, and we'll see you soon, dear.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for having me. You guys are going to get a ton of footage of really cool stuff this year, and I appreciate your time.
So excited about it. Take care now.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.